Hey guys, it's Libby, and yes, I have started putting some books on the top of my short bookshelf. I'm doing that because I don't want to, hi Nova, I don't want to buy another bookshelf because I'm going to be moving at least twice in the next 2 years, so I don't want another large piece of furniture to haul around, but I keep buying books and I need to put them somewhere. So I can get away with a little bit more. I got one extra shelf if I stack on top. Anyway, this video is actually about 2 readathons that are coming up. One of them is a time-focused readathon, and one of them is a content-focused readathon, if that makes sense. And they overlap, one day overlaps, which is excellent because then you can use the time to read the content. So what am I talking about? I'm talking about the 24 in 48 readathon and the Diverseathon. I haven't participated in the 24 in 48 readathon before, but it has been going on for a couple of years. But the idea is over a established 48-hour period, which this time is the 21st to the 22nd of January, you read for 24 hours in there. So if you've ever done a 24-hour readathon like Dewey's, you're probably not actually reading for the whole 24 hours. You're sleeping, hopefully, for some of that, eating, maybe you get up and take a shower. So the 24 and 48 readathon, you try to read 24 total hours, which you can break up as you choose. And then the Diverseathon, I'm sure you've heard about it, is a readathon. It's a week long starting on the 22nd. And the focus this time is on Own Voices books. So I have 4 books that I'm planning to read from the 21st to whenever the end of the Diverseathon is. I can't do math right now. So the first book that I'm gonna read for 24 and 48, which is really hard to say over and over again. My goal for the Saturday is to finish this book. And if I start on another one, however the time works out, doesn't matter. But I'm going to spend however long it takes finishing Siege and Storm, finally. Have I made any progress on this since my last video? No, I still have 100 pages to go. So 100 pages, if I sit down, focus, read it, can do that in 3 hours, maybe even 2.5. So I want to finish this, and then when I'm done, I'm going to move on to The Ghost Bride, which is my first book for the Diverseathon. So technically, if I'm still raring to go, if I still believe in literature after Siege and Storm, I'm being really hard on Siege and Storm. It's not that bad. I might pick this up on Saturday, which is the day before Diverseathon technically starts. Oh my god, shoot me. I'm fired from book 2. Anyway, this is by Yangji Chu, and it's about, I don't think I'm saying this right, Hoklo culture. So in the 18th and 19th centuries, I believe, there was a lot of Chinese emigration to Southeast Asia. So this is set in Malaysia, but it's about Chinese culture. So what's going on is our heroine, this is set in the late 19th century. Our heroine is from a upper class family, but they are bankrupt. Some of that due to the fact that her father has become addicted to opium. And so what they sort of arrange for her is for her to be a ghost bride, which is when a unmarried man has died and the family want his spirit to be appeased by giving him a wife. So they find a living woman to have a marriage to their dead son, and then she moves in with her in-laws. So it's kind of functionally it's being adopted. And the interesting thing about this book is I'm not sure if it's fantasy or not. I'm not sure if there's going to be actual ghosts that we're meeting, or if it's going to be more straight historical. I will update you on that. I've owned this for several years. I think I got it right when I started doing BookTube. And I've put it on my TBR for a couple of readathons, but it's never been the top priority. So for this Diverseathon, this is going to be my top priority book. the next book that I have on my TBR for the Diverseathon is Spell Right by Blake Charlton. This is a high fantasy book. I don't read a lot of high fantasy, but this one intrigued me because it's set in a world where you do magic by writing down your spell, like the words of the spell. And our hero is dyslexic. So as you can imagine, it's really easy for him to mess things up because it says he's dyslexic. I'm assuming he also has dysgraphia, which is like the writing, the corresponding condition to dyslexia, but with writing. I also have dyslexia and dysgraphia, so we'll be friends. Although I have to say, I looked at the inside of this book, and this is not a dyslexic friendly book. It does use a serif font. I haven't found like the different fonts really matter that much to me, but the font is actually pretty small and the pages are pretty large. So there's this massive block of text. And like one of the things that my brain does, I don't really understand this. Like not a lot of research has been done into this, but what it feels like it's happening is I'll be reading a line, my brain will turn off for like milliseconds. This is all happening in a tiny space of time. I'll be reading a line, my brain will turn off, my eyes will go to another part of the page and like grab a word and then move back to the line I was reading. My brain will turn back on and then I will read the line with that other random word in it, which is weird. That's one of the dyslexia things I experience. So having like this many words on a page, this is more words on a page than I've seen in most books. It doesn't have really small margins, but it's quite small margins, especially at the bottom. So hopefully I can actually read this. And then the last book on my TBR, which like maybe I'll get to it, is Boy Snowbird by Helen Oyeyemi. This is a retelling of Snow White set in Massachusetts in the 1950s. It's about a woman named Boy who marries into a family. Boy is white. And she marries into a family and eventually learns that they are not white, scandal. They are African Americans with very light skin who are passing as white, and she discovers this when she gives birth to her daughter with very dark skin. And so some of it's about like racial politics in pre-civil rights America, but it's also, since it's a Snow White retelling, it's dealing with like beauty in a racialized context and all that stuff, so should be interesting. I just bought a new Helen Oyeyemi book, so I feel like now that I have another one waiting in the wings, like this one, it's done this. Does this make sense? I don't know, I just feel like I need to read it now. So I'm pretty confident that I will be doing like a continuous vlog for the 24 and 48 readathon. I don't think I'm going to vlog my experience throughout the whole Diverseathon because like a week is a long time to have a camera always around and like editing videos. So I think I'll do a wrap up at the end of the Diverseathon, and what I would like to do is be very timely on my reviews for the books that I read as I finish them. So hopefully I can get at least a review for Ghost Bride and possibly also a review for Spell Right up during the week of Diverseathon. So thank you very much for watching. If you guys have Diverseathon TBRs or if you are participating in 24 and 48, let me know and I'll see you later.